Welcome everybody. Enjoy today. This is all about you. You have worked so hard throughout the year to represent this brand. This brand is all about you. Who you are, what you do. On the street, you represent Runalex. You are here today, it is not by mistake. We appreciate it. We welcome you. At this moment, I would like to call upon Usisodwa to come and welcome us with an opening prayer. Thank you.
Siyacela baba wethu besezulwini ukuthi ube nathi namhlanje usicelebrate kanye nathi ube phakathi kwathi sonke ngalesi sikhathi. Siyacela ngomusa lenkosi yethu Jesu Kristu waseNazaretha. I thank you for everything that you have done for us. Siyabonga ukuthi sibe khona phakathi kulena ndawo sonke sihlangene ngegama lika Jesu Kristu waseNazaretha. Amen.
Let's give ourselves a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. I know Usama called me Umandisa, but today, guys, I am actually Jade. I think it's and there's a Will Smith somewhere here. So you better be careful if you are a Chris Rock here. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. At this moment, I would like for us to call upon our director, Uspiwe, to come and speak on the history of the club. Some of us have not been that long here in the club, and we would like to know the journey of where this started and how it started. We would like to understand what is it that we have committed ourselves into, you know. It would be beautiful to know and to understand as we are journeying together, building this brand. What is it that we are building, where it started and how it was formed, and the commitment that we have. Thank you, Mr. Spur. Please come forward.
Nanjalo sikhuluma ngama-training runs manje mangisolet's given, where are you? I could hardly recognize you. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Mandy, on 10 minutes.
Yes, please.
You know, when I speak about Runalex, I can speak the whole day. But today I struggled to prepare. But what I like is that the brief from Osama was that I must speak about the beginning of Runalex, and I think that's where I'm going to stop. Once I go over, please stop me. Yeah, in 2015, 2016, running started growing a lot, and most of us we started joining the middle class clubs, and we're running all over. We are training runs happening, Sentin, happening Midrand, happening Centurion and Pretoria. So every weekend we'll drive all over just to go train and run. And on the 1st of October 2016, I was with Fat Cats at the time, and we went to train the Soweto. So when we drove into Soweto, it was 5:30 in the morning. And just as we entered Soweto Deep Roof, there was a hot party that looked like it just started, but you could see what it was happening overnight. And I was deeply offended by that, because when you look at the average age that was there, it was around 20s, you know. And but it made me realize, and I went on Facebook. The young ones will call it a meltdown. You know, I was complaining about the amount of alcohol in the townships. But it made me realize that a lot of us grew up in townships, and we go and join and learn a lot of new things, but we don't bring them back in the townships. And I think that's how the idea Runalex was started. I remember at the time, my chairperson at Fat Cats was Ubongan Bilangulu. Let me acknowledge him, Chair. Please stand just to wave. So he's a gentleman I spoke to a lot at the time, and I spoke to him about the idea of let's start training runs in our townships, and that's how we started to run Alex. There was a lot of consultation. I remember I spoke to Tabo, I spoke to Sandy at the time. Those were the people that were close to me. And then 20th of Jan 2018, we started to run Alex. But the approach was very simplistic. We said, let's just have training runs. We didn't want to start the running club. I was very comfortable at Fat Cats, and everybody else, coach was comfortable. Coach, where were you, coach? At the run zone, and everybody was everywhere. You know, we're all comfortable. But what we said is, let's start training runs on Saturdays and Sundays. We'll run from 6 in the morning, and then on Saturdays and Sundays, and then yeah, there was never an ambition to start a club then. It was just something that we wanted to start in Alex. And at the time, it was 6Ks and 12Ks. Well, we said it's 6Ks and 12Ks. I don't think we're able to count the distances at the time as well. It's possible it was 4 and 8. But we made you all believe that we were running 12Ks at the time. And yeah, so that's how Runalex started. So we just wanted to start and just introduce training runs in Alex. We never had an ambition to have a club or anything. Yeah, but in the early days of Runalex, sorry man, this thing is disturbing. There's a sound.
I don't know what is it. Because it's a public hanging.
It's a public hanging. Thanks. Yeah, so I remember 21st of March, Usindi was supposed to be here as well. 21st of March 2018. That's when now we're getting serious and we launched our 20K route. And I remember Usindi Nkomo came to join us, and she came and she talked to us about the importance of making sure that we support ladies. And every year Cindy Nkomo used to have a gala event where it was only ladies in sports. And in that event, on that day, she invited 5 ladies from Runalex. I always mention as our first sponsor because she sponsored 5 ladies to attend that event. And out of the 5 ladies that she invited, that we gave tickets to, I think it was Uneli, who went on to run her first comrades the next year. And allow me to acknowledge the presence of Chair Murunga. Murunga was our first, she was our first chair. Let me ask you to stand as well, just wave. Yeah. So when we started Runalex, she was our first comms person. And now she's a chairperson here at Azania Athletics Club. And at the time, she learned a lot at the time, and she assisted a lot to get the structures in place. But it was from that event with Usindi, where Usindi gave in the prices, and the ladies, they came back and they mentioned the importance of us nurturing the ladies and making sure we run Alex goes. So whenever we see the ladies that run Alex going on to run the comrades and stuff, I think that's where the seed was planted, and it's things like those that made Run Alex solid at the time, you know. Going back to Chair Bongani, he was chairing in Fat Cats at the time, but the first training run on the 20th, he came to make sure that the first training run in Run Alex was successful. And then a few months later, he came back with, I think, 56 pairs of shoes from Adidas. That he had requested as a donation because he believed in the project at Run Alex. And remember, at the time, Run Alex was not a club. It was just the different guys training together. And a lot of us confessed that I didn't know the difference in running in a running shoe and running in an all-star. But because of the donation that he made, people could feel the difference in their running. And it's things like those that built Run Alex. There's a lot of people that were not from Alex that believed in this project that when we started it. And I think that's the reason that's the reason we are here today, some of those things. And another key moment, Run Alex in 2019. Remember, at that time, we still don't have a club. 2019, we had a gala dinner like this. That's the first time we're sending our group to comrades. So now you've got people from different clubs. They all train with Runalex. I remember Uchele who got sponsorship for the sweaters, I think, from one of her clients or employer. And we had all the guys branded. And in that event, I think it told a lot of people what is it that we're trying to achieve in Alex. Because we had all these people from different clubs, all representing Runalex, and then we're sending them off for comrades. There's a gentleman that we expect him, Usia Mahlaba. He's also not from Alex, but he made a great contribution because from that event, he believed that the Runalex story needed to be told. And he made sure that I think at least 3 TV stations covered our comrades participants that year. He made sure that every other newspaper speaks about Runalex around that week, comrades. And then he made sure as well that every other radio station that we could get into, I'm talking about big radio stations, 702. Remember one day, we were driving the comrades participants from Ukosi FM from an interview, straight to 702 for an interview. And it's things like those that contributed to the growth of Runalex and building Runalex. Remember, again, at that time, we were not a club. So it was different clubs around Alexandra that were represented. So it came then August 2019, we had a big meeting where, and one resolution that was taken there is that, yes, Runalex encourages people to join local clubs, because people are coming in as just to come run their 6Ks and then they get serious about a trainer. They want, now they're looking for the clubs, so we always recommend that they join and strengthen local clubs. And then at that point then, but people were complaining that what we were used to in Runalex, we're not finding that culture when we go outside. So it's best for us to start a club that we call Runalex. And indeed, we did apply with the CGA, and we got a letter of rejection from CGA with a long list of reasons why we couldn't register as a club. And we didn't accept that. And I remember Oche Murunga was on the phone with me a lot of times telling me their story when they registered as Azani. But we didn't accept that, and we sent a lengthy email to CGA contesting every reason that they'd given because we believed in Runalex. Indeed, CGA invited us to a meeting to listen to our appeal, and they listened to us, and indeed they granted us the rights to be a Runalex Athletics Club. That's when the journey started. Then we started operating as Runalex Athletics Club Jan 2020. And then the COVID hit. Yeah. And then comrades hit, and we all pulled together, and now we've got a solid movement that is called Runalex. There's a gentleman that just walked in as well. You know, when we started Runalex, one of the good things about Runalex that made most of you come is that we had very good online, professionally done online posters. And the man behind that, Sipho Mhlongo, also not from, also not from Alex as well, but he believed in the project and he contributed. I think for the first 2 years, Sipho did everything for us for free. He did all our posters, all the documents that we presented and put in front of people. They had to go through SIP. You know, some of us didn't know what Canva was at the time. Sipho was the one that did it for us at the time. So it's contributions like that helped us to build Runalex. Yeah, and so that was what we founded, was a training group Runalex. What we have today, we have a successful and the fastest growing community club. And that's not what we founded, guys. Konamanje, we have a club that every other club envies in terms of the work that we do with the juniors. That's not what we founded in 2018. Everything that's happening in the club is something that's founded by you. There was never a blueprint to this is what we do, then we move from here. Everything that's happening in the club, it's the contributions that every single one of you make. You know, you go outside, people will speak about the Runalex. Runalex is only a few months now. They'll speak about the Runalex and shows how much impact it's going to have on the little kids of Alexander and the community as a whole. again, it's your contributions that build it. You know, so I'm not going to speak further, MC, and say anything else because I'm just giving you the foundings, how it was founded. But everything else going forward, it's because of Nina Nonke. But just before I finish, guys, I think we can speak. You know, you look at our kids. Today we had a prize giving for the kids. When those kids started and to what they are now, totally different. You know, you look at those kids when they started. Some of them couldn't run. You know, the coach was giving them individual awards today and acknowledging the improvement that they've made. You go to Runalex. There are kids that when we started, they couldn't speak to you. You know, they would lose their shoe or they lose their sticker at the event. They were afraid to speak, but now they're able to stand and read a book in front of their peers. It's things like those that are building the community. But with that said, we need to remember as well that leadership as a club, because we are a young club, our leadership as well also needs to crawl. You know, let's not be afraid to get involved in leadership and build the club. You know, yesterday I attended an event. Fat Cats was turning 20 years and they were just going through the chain. There's one person, out of everything that was spoken, there's a lot of good things that were said, but there's one speaker that said, to build a club like this, we had to fight a lot. You know, we had to fight a lot. But after that, what was more important was to fight for each other. I think that's one thing that I took out. That we're going to differ a lot when we do things, you know, but let's not remember what we are family. After that, we need to protect each other. We need to protect each other and make sure that we keep building this brand. So leadership here too, we're going to start a lot of things. People are going to crawl, people are going to struggle. It's like all the chefs that you have now. They started in their mother's kitchens. There's a lot of pots that bent, a lot of groceries that was wasted. It's the same thing for leadership as well. You know, one day some of you will be pulled to come and assist the CGA. We're the kitchen here. You must learn from us here. So let's support each other and keep building Runalex. And before I close, I'll ask you to Chevon and Mashile just to stand and wave as well. He's a current chair of Fat Cats. Those of us that were part of the race would know how much Fat Cats, we still enjoy the relationship that we had from day one of Fat Cats. And they keep assisting us with I think everybody that I counted, CPOs from Fat Cats to see as well. So they supported us well. So I'm just trying to explain the relationship between, a lot of you would always say Runalex, Fat Cats is our parent. That's where it comes from. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We now understand the journey where this all began, and we really appreciate it. Even as far as, I'm from the Eastern, guys. I'm coming from very far away to get to where I am today with Runalex. To be here, I've traveled, and I always say, who welcomed me to this club? Got the flowers, guys. Sorry, hey, no. I'm impressed. You guys do things very well. And you do them very proper, you know. And I was like, oh, well, hello. I didn't have a running club before. And when you welcomed me to this family, I knew from the word go, this is where I belonged. I am never going to move away from here, because I found a home of people that are very supportive and who understand the journey of each and every runner. We are not the same. We are different in everything that we do, but we all have a common goal. To say we love what we do, we want to do what we do, and we are committed into doing what we do. And we want to see this club growing into something that is far and beyond what we have expectations of. So with that being said, thank you, Spiwe, and to all our honored guests, thank you for being here today. We now understand where the club began. We now know what you guys had to do to get us to this point. You know, when we post our hashtags, guys, I'm a social media person. So, something, please, the hashtags, the social media, please, your phones, use them for a good cause. This is your club. This is your club. Do not be afraid, because you are building a brand here. You are growing Runalex. You are growing Runalex as you do it on social. If you are not sure of what you are doing, please call me. I will help you along, and I will help you open an account in any social media platform to do this. Because whatever contribution you are doing a good thing. Because some other people are looking at you and thinking, oh, what you guys are doing was a good thing. And when the posts are coming through, we are saying, listen, I didn't know about you guys before last year. I absolutely had no idea. But when I got introduced to you guys through social media, and I was like, well, here I am today. Please do this. And right now, we would like to call upon somebody who's doing a very good job with our juniors. You know, we look at the journey that we have. Our juniors are they're getting recognized. You know, Runalex is doing a good thing with juniors. You are putting in a lot of hard work. We really are recognizing this, and we are seeing the impact that you are having. You know, it's being seen everywhere. You are everywhere. Runalex is growing at such. The job that you are doing with the juniors. Today when I attended your event with the juniors for the first time, actually, I must say that. I'm ashamed to say that, but here I am. You know, when I saw what I saw, I want to say thank you to all the coaches, to all the parents, to all that are bringing their kids. You know, you are here today, and we are seeing what you are doing with our juniors. We appreciate it. So with that being said, I would like to call upon Uli and Kumalo to come and speak upon our Read Alex, because these kids are doing a wonderful thing. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I think I follow the oldest member, and I am the newest member of Read Alex, the youngest, but not in age. Thank you so much for allowing me just a few minutes to chat to you guys about Read Alex. As Piwe said, we're only a few months old, but none of this would have been possible if Runalex hadn't existed. And I'm very grateful to that journey that you've taken, because these types of programs are just not possible without the infrastructure and the knowledge that you guys built for us to have started a program such as Read Alex. We launched our phase 1 in July, which was collecting books for the children, secondhand, pre-loved books. And we knew that from that collection, we'd had enough resources to look at furthering that program and eventually starting a program which I know the club had already put on their vision board. And I think along with a few people who really believed in this project, we were able to take it into phase 2, which is to have formal classes with our children on Saturdays and Sundays. When we started in August, we probably had about 25 children that attended our first session. And within 2 weeks, we counted around 85 children attending on our Saturday class. And what we've noticed in the juniors team generally is that ever since we started the program Read Alex, we've also seen a big intake with our juniors coming to training with Coach Ronnie on the weekend. So the two programs together just fit so beautifully together, and watching the personal development of each of the children off the field can also be seen on the field. And it's always an honor to be at the races to see how the children are developing in all aspects of their development. When we started, we decided that we needed to look at building basics for the children. So at the moment, what we're doing is we're just working on confidence, instilling a culture in the class, very similar to what we do here in the running side. And next year we're going to be going further with the program, looking at developing more of an enrichment program for our children. So it won't just be reading. We want to also bring in new subjects like art, drama, finance, entrepreneurship, subjects that children don't necessarily get to really engage in their formal education. I just wanted to take a moment to thank the volunteers. There's many of you that are here, and there's many of you that are not here. I'd say about 50% of our volunteers are actually not running members, which also just speaks to what this program means to the community. And I would encourage anybody who has family, friends, or anybody that they know who could add value to the project. You don't have to be a member of Runalex. You just need to be someone who wants to see the program grow and come with some kind of a gift to the kids. I also just wanted to say, personally, I just wanted to say thank you to Sipiwe, Ricardo, and Mokakatla, who are not even here. Between the three of you, I'll always find my sanity at some point on the project. And I wanted to just say thank you so much for giving me the space to do this work in the community. I really appreciate that. And I think it just speaks to the type of club that you guys are, that I'm like the newest member. And yet I've been able to give so much of my time to the project uninterrupted. The trust and the ability to walk into the space and feel at home and feel like you guys are family has been really a very personal, deep experience, and I really thank everybody. I'd also like to thank Lebo. I know you have a very good relationship with the kids, and I think that's just helped us so much to build on that. So I hope you continue with that work. Lastly, I think Carly said it last week. She came to the program, she walked away and she was like, oh, it's so lovely working for the kids because they just love everything you do. Yes. And I just think that what we should do as well as a club, sometimes we forget how amazing we really are. And the kids kind of accept the club for the wonder that it is, and they appreciate every single thing that we do. And I think as adults, we should lead with that as well. And remember that this is an amazing club. If we arrive with the joy the kids arrive with, we'll only grow. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Leanne. Very much. Wow, guys, now you know. Now you understand. Runalex and the Runalex Juniors. It's wonderful. We know we are going, great strides are being taken. And it's a good thing because you develop the kids. This is the future of the club. You know, as much as maybe we won't be here in the future, but the kids will be there, you know, representing us in that way. Thank you very much, Leanne. We appreciate it. With that being said, we know Sipho has already welcomed all the honored guests that we have today. But I'll also like to echo on what he said, which each and every one of them, they have made Runalex who they are, and we appreciate them. So I'm going to call them out by name, but I see somebody stepped out just now. So I have got Mr. Bongani Bilankulu. I don't know whether he's here. He stepped out. Okay. Mr. Bongani Bilankulu, he was, as Pierre had said, he was the first chair of Red Cats when Runalex was launched, and on the first day of Runalex, you know, he was there to make sure that the first run was a success. The first run, guys, wow! And he came back a few months later, and he donated 53 pairs of shoes. Guys, the running shoes, they are expensive, guys. Yeah. That is no small feat to have 53 running pairs of shoes. That is a big deal, guys. And he said, thank you for that. Thank you very much. And also we have Mr. Bongani Mashile, the current Fed Cats chair. Sir, thank you for honoring us with your presence here today, and we welcome you, and we enjoy great support from the club, which is Fat Cats, and because there is leadership decisions that you guys take consciously to make sure what Runalex, is where it is today. Thank you very much. And from helping with our training runs to supporting our race in numbers, Runalex always knows to count on Fat Cats at all times. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And with that being said, Mr. Mohan Michele, please can you stand? We'd like to appreciate you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Yes. And then we have Usipho Mhlongo. I don't know whether you are here today. Oh, there's Mr. Bongani Vilankulu, sir. So, Mr. Bongani, we behind your back, but it was all in good terms. We appreciate everything that you have done to get the club to where it is today. We know it was a commitment that you took. You didn't have to, but you did. Thank you very much. So we really appreciate it. And then we have Mr. Sipho Mhlongo. Is he here? Yep. Mr. Sipho Mhlongo, wow! Oh, wow, thank you. One way that told people that we take ourselves seriously as Runalex is the quality of the posters, that we are now able to put out on social media. No.
Well done, Khalid.
Thank you.
Yo, guys, this person at comrades this year, they ran like the wind was chasing them. Like they just gave up their best time, and we would like to call upon Pumulo Lishilo, the best of the fastest times in comrades, a runner, a male. Thank you. And now we would like to call upon a person who's done their fastest time in the marathon, a lady. We'd like to call upon Ashley Adams. Wow. All right, and fastest time in the marathon, a male, Kusomo Hashwa.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. To those, you might not have received a certificate today, but it doesn't say you are not recognized and appreciated for everything that you do. Thank you so much to everybody, and to all our winners today. We say well done to you. You have shown the most for this year. We really appreciate it, and we really thank you for everything that you are doing for the club. I'll hand over to Samara.
We've come to the end of the formalities. Time to have fun. It's time to have fun, so I'm just going to make a few announcements. The bathrooms are this side, and there's two also that side. There's also EPNB if you're too happy to go home. You can come talk to me. There's place for you to sleep. But now we're going to start with the food. So hamba table by table to go dish. There we'll start with the gentleman there. If you can just make your way out to before you go out, Chair wants to say something. But after Chair, then you guys can start off, and then we'll just table by table to go dish up, and then we're going to have fun. Yeah.
I forgot to acknowledge a stakeholder, which is COJ. Sebedisa Begilanga, guys, we found it there, and then because we were using it regularly, Serere, that's our home. Serilwana li batho ba re ba tholang e leng gore ba bukile ra ba kwatela, but forgetting that that is actually a community's track, not just ours. So Sizagele is here representing COJ.
Leadership.
Thank you for trusting us with your premises. Rairata lerona, aseluna fela kiaruna.
No, we are proud of you guys.
And
This local tracks with Siwe. And then Mota for like development. And I'm so very impressed for it growing to this extent. Thank you so much.
And Summer Love, babes, this is beautiful. Thank you for arranging this. Look at us. Arabara di taiti. Arabara worse guys, di buff. Thank you. I know you put in so much work into this. It's really showing. That's all. Yes, please. Thank you.
There's no alcohol outside, hey?
Gomorrah, guys. You know, they've embraced this, that which is being done for Runalex. You are putting Alexandra on the map. You are putting Gomorrah on the map with everything that you are doing. This is sin. This is acknowledged. This is understood. Now everybody knows that there's a name out there. We know when we go to races, we rock up our vests.
Yes.
We say we try, we are the gang.
Yes.
You know, we are Runalex, you know, and then people are recognizing this. And this is also as well, we speak to the media. You know, we are going greater and bigger. Believe me this. Get in touch with it. Understand it. So we appreciate them in absentia to say thank you very much for their contribution to the club. Uguti, everything is going so smoothly. Uguti, our brand is being represented. You know, we are being recognized. Thank you so much. And with that being said, I would like right now to call upon, wow, what do I say about this lady? The first time I met her, I was like, but she's so small. How can she be the chief club? So I'd like to call upon the chair of the club, guys.
Yeah.
She is one committed person. She is there.
Yeah.
You know, she supports everybody. Knowing you, not knowing you. But if you are part of this family, you know what she has done. You know the commitment that she gives 110% of her time. You know, she loves each and every one of us. She welcomes each and every one of us as if she knew us from the word go. So, where's our chair? Where's our chair?
Yeah.
Chair! Yes! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes! Take your flowers, baby. Take your flowers.
Good evening.
Hi, Chair.
Yes,
You
chair.
guys are looking amazing.
Yes.
You guys look amazing. Kanti ninje. Kalisa Kenya di title is Today is a very special day for all of us. I mean, 5 years of Runalex.
Wow. Yes.
Not as a club, but as Runalex. And that is including everybody. That's why Fed Cats is here. That's why everybody else, Azania is here. That's why everybody else is here. I remember my very first day, Hanekita Moranalex. Actually, it was on a Friday. I saw a post on social media, and the numbers in the Dilita Moromos. Then I had to call Mo and say, Mo, I see your numbers. I want to join. How do I become a member? Do I need to pay anything? She said to me, no, just show up. And that's exactly what I did. I showed up and I never turned back. And me turning back was because of the warmth that I received as I got here. It was after seeing how homely everybody made me feel. I remember my very first run, I came in with a partner, my then partner. He ran, left me, and I had to run Lipuleng and Sipiwe on that day. Did I not die? I couldn't even get to 5 kilometers, but as I saw that there were water points, there were cameras, that actually made me really adore and really want to be part of this movement, because I saw commitment, I saw professionalism, I saw something that I wanted to be part of. Fast forward to, I think, August, when I got a text from Sipiwe saying he wanted to do a profile on me. So that was around August. And I remember, I don't know what got onto me that day, because I said to him, I said I wanted to run 21 kilometers. And this is 21 kilometers. That time, I can't even get to 5 kilometers. And I'm not even consistent with my running then. So I said by end of, because I wanted to do my first 21, which was Soweto. So now this is August. So that meant me coming to training every Saturday and Sunday so that I can at least get used to running. But from that time, I never stopped, because then that mentoring, I had to live up to that. I had to really be there to say, guys, I did say that I wanted to do my first 21 kilometers, and yeah, I've done it. So thank you for that. So. Fast forward to 2019, when members actually, we never really had a home. I didn't even know that you had to belong to a club to be running races, right? So a lot of us never had a club. So there was a call, I think Sipiwe did mention that we actually wanted to form our own club. We got to CGA, and one thing that they really liked about us was, again, that we had all our documents in order. We went there, we had our finances in order, we had the register in order. I remember the guy saying, "Oh, you guys are keeping records of all of this." I mean, we just bought the training T-shirts. Nari matela ka dikipa tsa Omo, you know, ANC, yes. But then now we were home. We felt that we needed to be uniformed, and that's when we got our first training T-shirts. I still have mine. I get to be alone. 5 years later, I still have my one. So I remember CGA, one thing that they really liked about us, which I think is one of the things that they really thought twice and approved our application of us forming a club, was that we showed that we can actually run a club. Our finances, like I said, they were in order. Not only supporting documents, there was everything. There was a register to say this are so many people, these are so many people who voted, these are so many people who were in a meeting. So we could show those things, those stats. Also, our social media was very active then. This is the following, every Saturday, Sunday, this is what we're doing. They had no choice but to afford us that opportunity to run a club. And 3 years later, today, we are 166 members.
Yeah. Nice.
That includes Bana, which are 72. So that's making a total senior membership 96, I think, right? That's 96.
Yeah.
So guys, we really are growing. athletics or maybe a healthy lifestyle, more Alex. And if they're seeing me doing it, they're going to see you. I believe that we're going to draw so many people who are going to be joining into this movement. And one thing that I've noticed about us is that we are not just a running club. We are more than just a running club, actually. We are a family. We've learned from one another. I mean, from last year, regularly 2 ladies who represented us, go comrades.
Yeah.
And then this year we had about 7. You know, I can't remember my stats, the other gents, but we also had a lot of first-time comrades members this year. We have a first-time run after something, be it 10K, be it something, guys. We've done extremely well for a club, Yako Township.
Yeah.
For a club, not just any township, but Alex, where nobody really sees positivity out I mean, inside of Alex. So last year again, we were supposed to be going to comrades. We didn't have tracksuits. We wanted to look like other kids. I mean, who wants to look like their situation? Nobody wants to look like their situation. True. We didn't have funding, and can you just imagine being there, you don't have. So I don't know where I got the liver. I don't know where I got the liver from, but I went to our CEO and I said, sir, I was busy with budgets and I saw that you're not using your budget. You have, you still have budget in yours, and then give these sponsorship and donations. So this is our club. We actually had a proposal, which I gave to him, and I said, this is our club. We're going to comrades. We have 25 people that are going there. Please sponsor us. That time, go company Arona. The policy doesn't even allow that. Lynn now is like, but what are you doing? This is actually conflict of interest because you work here and then they're going to give you the direct suit for your club. How does that work? But as I spoke to him, he understood. Can you believe how because of that formal proposal, he saw something real. He saw something that he wanted to be associated with. He saw how hungry we are, how professional we are also, how we are so committed into changing the narrative. Alexander.
Yeah.
And he came through. I mean, I remember sitting with internal audits, changing that policy to say and this is purely because of Runalex, because of the work that we have that we all have been putting in together. We got tracksuits and we looked proper. Okay. So we have done very, very well, and I just want to say again, Leanne, CPU, and the development team, guys, that is the highlights of that. That's my highlights, and Alex actually. So I was actually last week we had the finals, track and field. I just saw the kids there, and I just remembered our first cross country. So it was our first. It was a first for everybody. We didn't know what to expect. It was a very cold day. It was so cold. I remember packing the blankets. I'm like, oh my God, my kids are going to be so cold. The blankets for them so that we don't know what to expect. So we got there, and then they had to take part. So one of the things is that we didn't know what to expect. Never said to me how to run the track and field. We also didn't. So our kids, so they have a line set for them to go inside it. You can't cross over. But whenever the finish, they crossed over. They didn't go a linear thing. They just crossed over just to get to the finish, and they had to be stopped to run back. So and seeing them dominating those podiums, go fat cats, go waterfall. I mean, I can't be. I just sit there very proud. Guys, is this really where we come from? Is this really us? And I can see the future. I can see future athletes. I can see future something. It's not really just going to, because that's not what we're trying to push. Ari pushy fella athletics with them. I mean, there's now reading. Not all of them is very good, by the way. Go running. Others are just going to find something within. I mean, they're now introducing body finance. Soft skills also. There's going to be other things. So this is the future, Alexandra, guys. If you are not part of this growth, I could say, so do call. If you are not part of any subcommittee also, because this is the growth, and to be honest, we need each of you guys to be helping us. In order for this movement or this organization to reach its highest heights, we need to really be working together. But so far, we've been doing very well. Thank you to my team, everybody, and the members. Sipo, Sia, Bongani. Thank you so much, guys, for always helping. I mean, I'm actually one of those people. I didn't believe in buying expensive shoes. For kilometers, I mean, seriously. Make that make sense. Who does that? So, Naki Matala, I think I was one of those buying Matalanga all started. But then I also benefited from that. And that's when I started then buying myself proper running shoes. So, thank you. It was very insightful, I guess. Bongani, we had a raise this match. You guys pushed. Fat Cats really pushed. We sold over 800 and something entries for a first time. It was a fun run, by the way. This is when people were starting to train for their comrades. But you shouted, we were all over social media. We got support from Azania. We got support from you guys. So that really made us becoming, we the new kids in the block. So getting so many people, to come support us, thank you so much. Sipo. I remember working with you. I think, we worked every day. I'm not every day, but every week. I think there was a time where we think, send me pictures, say 4, and then I will select, because we just needed to talk to you once a month. And then we got the posters for the whole month. And every weekend, we had a poster to share on social media. Thank you for all your effort also. Thank you so much. Sia. We got our first comrades interview. That time, we were not even a club. We were not even a club. I think that's another thing that made us get the sweaters from Mr. P. Because you wrote something, there was something about us that showed dedication. First timers, people running for the first time. And that made my colleague then to contribute into getting us those black sweaters. So thank you so much also. And to everybody else, we have a race next year, and I can assure you that the team has been working very, very hard to a point where we have secured ourselves a sponsorship. That's going to be covering our costs. It's another milestone. We're bringing a race back to Alex. I lived here all my life, but I don't remember seeing, I'll be honest, I don't remember seeing a race. I only just saw a race Kayarona, but apparently there were races before. So I'm very proud to be part of Runalex, because everybody is still talking about Jona Van Run. Imagine that 10 kilometers, an actual race, how that's going to be. So let's continue working together. And Murunga Aralibalo. So I bumped into your team the other day and they were saying, you guys, you never come. This year, you haven't even spoken to us. We've never met at all. So it's been a very hectic year. But we shall make that happen soon. And thank you also for the support. We know that Azania always comes through. Like the siblings. Thank you guys so much and for all your effort, your hard work, your commitment. Every time when I say, guys, I need something, I know who to call. Kalugo Khatata for the support and everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chair. And I think maybe I forgot to mention something as well. Before I came to Runalex, guys, there's this parkrun yako KZA, a very, very long, that I've never qualified for. So I came to Runalex and I had somebody was tormenting me. I remember I went to Kapse Walk. Very whippy, drops a walk. Hey, and chapa, man. I couldn't qualify. And I remember he said, come and run with the club. You know, when you run with the club, it might seem frivolous to you at that time when you're doing it. But the work you put in, and as you're running with your club mates, you see how it's done and the encouragement that you get from each and every one of them. He said to me, Mfanaka said to me, come and run with the club, don't qualify, man. Don't be afraid. And then I live so far, guys. But this is hard. And then I came here the first time. Hey, you guys eat hills for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Hey. The tired was me. I'm like, oh, can't Alex. But look at me today. I'm happy to say I am a comrades. Thank you, Runalex. You are doing a wonderful job. It might not seem like there are results that are showing, but take me as the proof to say what you are doing with all the coaches, with all the advice that you give each and every one of you. It is very, very vital and very, very important in our running lives. We all have this journey. We took this journey for personal reasons, guys. Let us be honest. Each and every one of us are here, not because somebody was but because we took a journey and we took a commitment to say, you know what, there's something that I want to do for myself and by myself. And you are here today and you have done it, and the encouragement that you are giving to each and every one of us, the runs, the commitment, all the coaches, you guys are doing such a wonderful job. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. And now we have come to a part of the evening where we honor very special people within the club. So the first person that we are going to call, who is the most committed supporter, you know, you always see her with the videos, you know, she's there, she's doing her thing, you know, and the pictures, she's doing her thing. We'd like to call upon the most committed supporter, who is our SG, Nobuthula Tonga.
Please come to us. Please come. We appreciate you. Please come.
Thank you, SG.
Can we clap for her again? Yeah.
Thank you. My SG, that's what I call you. My SG. Say something.
Tell my people I love them.
Thank you.
You know, there are people that when we speak of who inspire something in each and every one of us. So the next award goes to, and the next certificate goes to somebody who's most inspirational, a most inspirational team member. And we all know her, we all love her. She inspires us, and we have seen this commitment, and we recognize her today. Not because not any of us deserve it, but she's most deserving today. And I'd like to call upon Unomusa Sheleme to come through.
She's not here, but we're going to call Luke Pet to accept on her behalf.
The certificate, no Musa.
Thank you, Coach. Oh, no water won't be of no Musa. So now we would like to honor somebody who has displaying responsibility and integrity. Yes. You know, that's very important. You know, responsibility, and we don't take that for granted, guys. Responsibility and integrity. You know, that speaks to a lot when it comes to the club. So this comes as no shocker. You know, this person is good at what they do. They love what they do. So we would like to call upon Mgagadla Masikela.
Hold the mic upside down.
Guys, I'll talk to you, come meeting.
There's coaches, and then there's coaches. And then there's this coach that we're going to honor today. We appreciate all of you, our coaches. But today, the coach that we are honoring, he is... Okay, guys, maybe I keep making myself an example. You must learn from me, guys. I am what Runalex is all about. When I came through for my first run, and I said, we were doing was it 35 kilometers? And I kept saying, yo, guys, I'm cramping now, I can't. Can we go a little bit slower because I can't do this? But he kept saying, the fitness is going to come through. It's going to show, and you are going to do what you have to do. So now we would like to honor a coach of coaches for today. Brapet, please come. Wow, guys. There are teams that support us along the routes when we do our training runs. We've seen them. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this on the weekend long runs. You know, and then there's somebody who leads their team very well when it comes to this. They've shown up, they are committed, and we thank him for that. And we would like to call upon the best team leader for the year, and the award goes to Mukakatla Masikela.
It's the money this award. It's the money this award.
And wow, and then there's that one who tickles our bones all the time on Twitter, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Instagram. So we love him because of what it does for us on social media.
Yes.
As I said, the impact, you might not understand it, but he does it very well. He's good at it. And we like him for that, and we love him for that. And the person, you know, we are going to honor for that today, we are going to call upon Mvanaka. We have a runner who has improved and shown a lot of potential to be a podium finisher in the club. And we see Huri, the brand is being represented, and the flag is flying very, very high, guys. And we are very proud of it, and we appreciate it. This year he has put us on the map. Please, let's put our hands together for Glenn.
Well done, boy. Well done. Well done, boy. Thanks.
Okay, we have people day in and day out in everything and anything that is Runalex, that has got to do with the club. They are there. They are there. They are showing up. They are doing everything that is Runalex, for Runalex. They're not getting paid for it, but for the love of what they are doing and for the love of the club that they are in. We thank him for that. Today we would like to say thank you to Ricardo Kutumela.
Certificate is good. Juliana.
And now, you know, when I look at you today, guys, it's something. But in the runs as well, he's always most stylish, you know. You know, he's showing up and he's showing style. Who commented with the things, the club, man, wait till Lamon, and when he dresses, he takes it very seriously. You know, for the things of the club, he takes it very seriously. He represents us very, very well. So, once more. We would like to call upon Ricardo
You want to say something?
No, I was gonna say something, but the one time I came in dressed and I hear a no matter which, when I turned around, it was Prajabu.
Okay, who did you wish it could be?
And wow, for somebody this year, they have shown the most improvement. They are committed, and it's showing in the results. I would like now to take this moment to call upon Uhucho to come forward and is she? Kuso is Kuso Mahashwa. Yes. And each and every year, there's somebody new coming into the club. Now, we'd like to honor somebody who's sure to be the best newcomer this year in the club. Huso, please come back to the
Thank you.
Yo, guys. La one that Pagrana for places in. Somebody gave the best this time and the fastest time this year. And in the female category, wow, she's beautiful, she's stylish. She never says much, but I love her. And she knows this, I've told her. We would like to call Ukali Mungadi.